In Derby, safeguarding adults at risk is about people working together to protect people from harm occurring, be it in the home, be it in a residential or care setting, be it in hospital, or be it anywhere in the community.
Safeguarding is about protecting vulnerable adults from exploitation, abuse or neglect. In education we work with younger people 18 plus, so it's safeguarding. If we worked with younger people in a school environment, that would be child protection. So it's a similar thing as child protection but for vulnerable adults.
So as part of my role as development manager for the college, I look after the administrative side of things here. So I hold the policy and the procedures within the office, and all of the staff are aware of where that information is kept and an understanding of what that means to them and to the learners. And in terms of recording anything, we keep everything locked away safe within that safeguarding file. So we have our own forms that we work towards if any disclosures are made.
We welcome and encourage people to make referrals, which is to alert us to concerns that they may have about people being abused. What we would do on receiving the information is that we would work together to collect as much information as we can about what has happened. In doing this, we will work very closely with the person concerned to ensure that what we do is something that they are fully aware of.
We have a duty of care as professionals, which means that we have a legal and a moral responsibility to protect young adults from harm, and that can be things that they bring in terms of disclosures or stories of things that have happened in the home. It can be things that they mention that happened in wider family homes, so grandparents, aunties and uncles. It could be things that happened when they went swimming or out to activities in the community. So our duty of care is to listen and record and pass on the information where appropriate. And there are various procedures in which we are trained to do that, so you're not asking leading questions and you're listening, and usually in our environment, if a disclosure is made, it's quite handy that there are other people around and you can kind of give a colleague the nod and they can write down, because it's really important, if that information ever needs passing on, that it is recorded accurately and it's in the young person's own words.
If there was an issue on safeguarding, if somebody came in and there were signs of, for instance, bruising or something like that, then my expectation would be that the carers, be they men or women, would talk aside to the user to find out what had happened, and if they felt that there was an issue, then they would come to the service manager. If our manager felt that there was an issue that needed taking forward, then we do have the processes to talk to social services or whoever is appropriate to actually ensure the safety of individuals.
Everything's dealt with on a case-by-case basis, so it's really important in the organisation that safeguarding is the utmost priority. So whatever's happening on a day-to-day basis, if a safeguarding type concern is raised, everything stops basically. So you get your professionals together. So it might be myself and the teacher to which the disclosure was made sitting down together. It might be Naomi collects the money in the office on a morning, so Naomi's quite a good point at which safeguarding concerns can come in from the night before. Sometimes they happen at lunchtime around the table when you're chatting. There's different forums for the reporting of those things that just come up in conversation. So and then when that information is disclosed, it's a case of professionals making sure that they can get together as soon as possible. Everything kind of stops so that information is reported. And in terms of the legality of it, it needs to be reported and recorded that day. It's very important that it doesn't roll over.
One of the things that we as Derby Homes have done is taken a really proactive approach to safeguarding with our staff across the organisation. So we have a lot of office-based staff, but we also have maintenance staff, repair staff that are out on the ground that are actually carrying out repairs within the person's home. One of the things that we realise is that these individuals are actually spending quite a lot of time often in a person's property, sort of seeing day-to-day living, may well come across issues that are of concern. And we felt it was very important that for all staff members in Derby Homes that they were given an insight and were given training around what to look for in terms of safeguarding. So, you know, we talk about there being a jigsaw and every little piece can actually count and be a really important piece of intelligence, and we found that to be really successful over the last couple of years.
If I look at the sort of level of engagement we have now, our service manager, through word of mouth and through referrals and so on, we'll actually go out into to families in the community, and we'll talk to them about the issues that they face with their elderly. We get people dropping in all the time to talk about needs of relatives, not necessarily just the elderly either. So the whole thing really sort of comes out of a deep sense of trust within the community.
It is about working with others and the person concerned to keep them safe, both now and in the future. And in so doing, it is about ensuring that they're able to increase their well-being and promote positive outcomes in their life as citizens living in Derby.